September 5, 1934. A sewer worker stumbled upon a headless, dismembered torso in a vacant lot near East 9th and Prospect Avenue in Cleveland, Ohio. The victim, a man around 40 years old, was the first of 12 to fall prey to the Cleveland torso murders. Police whistles blared, and the investigation began. But that is not the strangest part. Elliot Ness, the famous Prohibition agent, was tasked with leading the investigation into the murders. Despite his success in taking down Al Capone, Ness faced immense pressure as the torso killer case threatened to ruin his legacy in Cleveland. The killer, dubbed the Mad Butcher of Kingsbury Run, remained elusive. Investigators still cannot explain one thing. The victims all had one thing in common: they were alive when dismembered. Pathology reports revealed surgical precision and prolonged torture. Close-ups of reconstructed bones show the horrific extent of the killer's actions. The last known victim was found on August 16, 1938, near the Lake Erie shore. What happened to these victims will haunt Cleveland forever. The darkness deepens. Kingsbury Run, a haven for Depression-era hobos, became the killer's hunting ground. According to reports, the area was home to a large transient population, with many living in shantytowns and makeshift shelters. The killer preyed on this vulnerable community, striking fear into the hearts of those who lived there. A pair of pants found near one of the victims' bodies had a cryptic message sewn into the seam: Leroy Andrews. Investigators were baffled by the message, and despite numerous leads, no connection to the case was ever made. The message remains one of the most intriguing clues in the Cleveland torso murders. The victims, all homeless or transient individuals, lived on the fringes of society. They were forgotten by the community, and their disappearances went largely unnoticed. Subscribe to this channel for a new unsolved case every week. The Cleveland torso murders remain a grim reminder of the darker side of human nature and the importance of remembering those who have been forgotten. Between 1934 and 1938, 12 victims fell prey to the Cleveland torso murderer. The first, on September 5, 1934, was found near East 9th Street and Prospect Avenue. The last, on August 16, 1938, was discovered in a box near the Lake Erie shore. Period maps and police radio transcripts reveal a chilling pattern of escalation. According to reports, the killer stalked the outskirts of Kingsbury Run at night, preying on the vulnerable. A speculative look into the mind of the killer reveals a calculated and ruthless individual, always staying one step ahead of the law. The sound of footsteps, the rustling of clothes, and the darkness of the night all contribute to a sense of impending doom. The dismemberment techniques used by the killer were precise and calculated, suggesting a possible background in medicine, butchery, or the military. A scientific examination of the wounds reveals a level of expertise that is both fascinating and terrifying. The killer's methods were a testament to their ruthless efficiency. By 1938, the Cleveland torso murders had sparked widespread fear, prompting city officials to launch a campaign to shut down Kingsbury Run, a haven for homeless individuals. According to reports, the goal was to eradicate the perceived breeding ground for crime. But in doing so, they may have inadvertently destroyed crucial evidence and allowed the killer to escape justice. The urban cleansing efforts ultimately led to the displacement of hundreds of people, but the torso killer was never caught. In the years following the last known murder, numerous investigations and tips have surfaced, including FBI files and amateur sleuth theories. Modern DNA attempts have also been made to crack the case. But even with advanced technology, the killer's identity remains a mystery. A reflective surface, such as the calm waters of Lake Erie, seems to mirror the tranquility that has returned to the area. But beneath the surface, the truth about the torso killer remains elusive. The camera slowly pans across the now quiet shores of Lake Erie, near where the final victim was found in 1938. The wind howls, a scrap of cloth flutters in the grass, and the sound of waves gently lapping against the shore fills the air. The killer was never found. That is where the case stands today. Subscribe so you never miss a case like this one.